1 second is all he needs.
Luis, right in front here. I'm wondering if you were surprised by the way Wilder fought you, not throwing a lot of punches, seemed like he held the right hand back a lot of the night. And secondarily, if you can answer, how do you think Tyson Fury will do against him in a rematch now that they've been in together?
Bueno, es diferente. Somos Fury y Ortiz son dos boxeadores diferentes. Pero yo pienso que Wilder no le va a tener ningún respeto a Fury y le va a ganar bien.
Him and Fury are two completely different fighters, and he doesn't believe that Wilder will probably respect Fury in a rematch and might, have the same outcome by, knockout victory.
Luis, right in front of you right here.
Rick Mohammed, Brawler Sports Media champ. How did you feel the momentum and the tempo and the pace that you set versus the first fight? Did you still feel stronger? You could have went this whole distance, and do you think you would eventually caught Deontay and maybe got the stoppage?
No, todo el mundo vio, yo estaba físicamente, mentalmente estaba preparado, estaba enfocado en el trabajo, pero esto es boxeo, un descuido y yo estaba un bombardero y me conectó.
Everyone was watching the fight, obviously. He doesn't have to say, if he was or he wasn't.
El árbitro podía darme la oportunidad porque yo sentí que me...
And yes, he was, in great shape, both physically and emotionally, mentally, and he was prepared to take this fight as long as it needed to be. To answer your question, whether it was going to be a knockout or a decision win or a clear-cut victory, his only gripe is obviously he really feels that being a championship fight, it's a grudge match, and these guys, the ref probably could have just let it go on. It was 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Recover in the corner. It's give him the benefit of the doubt. And it is what it is now. But he's, as you see, he's very upset that didn't happen because he's a fighter. He wants to fight.
Straight in front of you guys. Herman, could you ask Luis, the right hand that ended the fight, I wondered, did he ever even see the shot?
No, fue un mal giro, un mal descuido. Si lo hubiera visto, no iba.
He says, that he was slipping, the wrong way, kind of just like a check. He was looking to see if he can come back with something, and the right hand stuck right in. He says, if he would have seen it, he'd still be fine.
My follow-up question for you guys is, if Luis could just, I know it was a disappointment, obviously, losing for the second time in a world title fight against Deontay, but if Luis could just sum up his disappointment about, because he was winning, it seemed so easily up to that point, and he just had to just disappear in the split second.
He's in shock, just really no words, just in shock and disappointed, rightly so,
Luis, first of all, congratulations on putting forward such a great effort. Deontay mentioned that some of the best heavyweights in the world should induct you based on the fact that you lost to him today and that they should still be willing to fight you. At this point, you're 40 years old. If they're unwilling to fight you, where do you go from here? Do you look to continue to fight or possibly retire?
Todavía me la voy a quitar con unos cuantos heavyweights que hay por ahí.
He says retirement's not in his plans. He's going to take out his frustrations on a few other heavyweights that are going to pop up. So you're going to see just exactly how he feels in the next few years.
For you, as a trainer, you talked about yesterday, patience was going to be the key. Less was going to be more. Did you like the way Louis was executing up until that last right hand?
Yes, you know, we really focused now, we can speak freely, you know, obviously. We really focused on, you know, closing the gap and staying at a mid to short range and just getting past the jab and really pivoting out on the angle. And we knew that Wilder and his team, great team, were going to try and close the door from Lewis's, you know, pivoting foot. So we started going the other way and then come back to that side. And it was working very well. It kept them a little off guard. And obviously the jab is paramount with any southpaw. You know, if they don't jab, it's because they don't want to win. It's that simple. The southpaw should always be jabbing. And it worked very well. I was very happy in between rounds when I just calming them down. I was very excited to get, you know, the show on the road, as they say. And you know, it's just unfortunate. It's just one little pivot on the ropes, and that's, you know, the space you can't give them because you can't go nowhere. You're just on the ropes. So, you know, overall, I'm very proud of what we've done, what we accomplished. It was a hard 12 weeks. You know, it's not easy, you know, regardless if you're 20 or if you're 30 or if you're 40. 12 weeks in a camp is definitely, you know, a sacrifice, and it's very difficult. So, you know, I got nothing but the utmost respect for him. And they asked me this question yesterday, what I thought, and I just thought, you know, as a human being, it's bar none what I'm most proud of is just who he is as a man, as a father, as a human being, and that's, to me, bigger than just, you know, the athlete. And I choose who I train because of some of those things. It's not so much because of what they can do in the ring. There's a lot of people that are just not worth it, and this is a man that's worth going back 150 times for. Thank you.
Fox, mi manager, mi team, a Jaime, a Luis de Cuba Jr., mi entrenador, a Novo Ojeda, que está aquí para hacerle saber a la gente mía de Miami. Y nada, que igual, el heavyweight que crea que yo estoy viejo, que brinque las puertas.
He says that obviously he understood some of that. He wants to thank everybody, Fox, you know, Al Heyman, obviously, Deontay Wilder, first and foremost. You know, everybody on his team, from his managers, you know, Jay and Javier, from King Kong Boxing, Yuka, you know, Wade from UNLV here is a phenomenal person as well. And if there's any heavyweight that thinks that he's old, jump the ropes, get in the ring.
Come on with the music, man.
didn't know if he was hurt. We couldn't tell. We couldn't see anything, really.
Wilder was stunned a few times throughout the 7 rounds, and Ortiz got his respect, not only with the speed, but the angles and the head movement and the ups and the downs and the changing of levels and the pace. So that got his attention. He thought he was going to have the original one that he fought that was literally handicapped that first fight. But this was and the plan was working, and it just got caught.
I have to congratulate him. I mean, he looked tremendous in the ring. He was moving. He was quick, and he looks great. Congrats to you guys. Congrats. Congratulations.
What do you say
It's going to be
overall?
over for me for real.
How he felt? You can't say anything.
No.
You know, you can have a guy with 6-0 and loses, and he's really passionate about what he's doing. It's gonna suck.
I'm coming to Omaha with you, bro.
So there's not much you can say. I'm so proud and you know.
At the bottom, he's going to get bulldozed, and everyone's at the bottom. He's at the top, you know. So if Joshua fights him, Joshua's going to get knocked out in 1 round, not 6, not 8, not 10. 1 round. He's going to be 1 round, just like Brazil. Fury might last a few more rounds because obviously he's, you know, shake and bake, but it's going to get knocked out.
So in Saudi, you see Ruiz properly retaining the title?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's 50-50 because, you know, it might be, you know, set up for Joshua to just end on his feet and he wins a decision. And then, you know, you can't do anything about it. Just keep it close, stay on your feet and you win a decision. Maybe. But if Ruiz kind of does what he did to him the first time and takes his best shot like he did the first time, we could repeat it. Yeah, absolutely. We could repeat it. You know, so.
There's been a talk about who lost some weight. Ortiz lost some weight. They said he could also lower his power.
But Lewis only lost 4 pounds, 5 pounds. He weighed 236. The last fight he weighed 241. So that's not a lot of weight. All he did was what those 6 pounds were that was just fat. He turned them into lean muscle. So you know, if you're only losing 6 pounds as a heavyweight, that's not a lot of weight. Maybe at a bantamweight, that's a whole other division, but it's not a lot for a heavyweight. His power was there, it was evident. That's the reason that Wilder was respecting him and weary and got hurt and pounded his chest, because you do that when you're hurt. You don't do that because, you know, you want to fight. You know, so it wasn't our night. Destiny didn't go the way that it should have went, you know, and it wasn't our night.
Being a student of the game, a student of the sport of boxing, a trainer, you know the ins and outs. Have you ever seen anything like Deontay Wilder's power?
No. I say that, you know, he could go down in history as the hardest hitting fighter, period. You know, human being. You know, might hit harder than a horse. I mean, it's legit, and he doesn't need to wind up. He doesn't have to come from way back. There's no need for him to keep doing those crazy swings. He doesn't even need them. He just, you know, 1-2 you and a quick hook, and Arsenal's getting better and better and better, and you know, it's legit. It really is legit. So, you know, I'm 100% a fan, not because he fought Lewis twice, but because, you know, as a guy who's, you know, got probably the world of the weight on his shoulders right now with you know, everyone, you know, wanting to see him fail, and he's doing phenomenal, and he's carrying it well, and he's an entertainer, and he's doing good for the heavyweight division, and he'll continue to do good for the heavyweight division, and I wish him the best, definitely. You know, I mean, and they're good human beings, all of them. They're from Jay, you know, Mark, and Deontay and his family. So
now everybody doesn't have that equalizing power.
no,
Deontay, Ortiz was doing great in this fight. Do you think it made the other heavyweights even more fearful and be even harder?
Of course, because they were watching.
Right.
And when you're watching that and you say, shit, you know, he's whooping his ass, you know? And of course, if you don't win it, it's all for none.
Right.
You know, it means nothing. But you still got to say, okay, I don't have that, what Deontay has. You know, I got to beat you to death to win, and I can't do that to Lewis. He's not going to let you beat him to death.
Right.
You got to have one shot to take him out. If not, Lewis is going to whoop your ass.
Right.
So, yeah, of course they're watching. Say, clap.
I'm sure you had something Emma, una noche difícil para ti, que eres el arquitecto de la preparación. ¿Cómo vives esta noche? ¿Qué sientes en este momento?
Bien difícil.
Right.
Larry, can I get a second?
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
Got Larry Wade here.
Hey,
What's going on with you?
Appreciate it, brother.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah.
Listen, my hat goes off to you.
Thank you,
know,
sir.
I don't truly believe you get enough credit for what you do.
Thank
you. In the sport, you know, Luis looked great tonight. We always, Sean Porter's always looking great. You know, what is it? What does Larry Wade bring to the table that's so different? Because we always hear Alex Ariza's and, you know, those guys, but now we're just hearing Larry Wade. We should have been hearing of Larry Wade. Right. But what do you do so different to get these guys? Because this is the best Ortiz I've ever saw.
You know, I think the thing that I bring to the table for all my fighters is my level of expectation. I have a high level of expectation, so I don't limit myself, nor do I limit them. I expect the absolute best from me. And you're going to give me the absolute best if you're going to hire me to be on your team. Right. Because I have to be responsible for your health. Right. You being in shape helps determine your ability to walk out that ring at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. And if you have kids and I know you have family, I'm responsible for you. Mm-hmm. So I put everything into that because when the night ends, I want to be able to say I did my absolute best to get this young man back home. And at the same time, if I don't want to be the one held responsible for why he's having the problems that he's having now because he wasn't in shape. Right. So I think that's really the difference. I have a high expectation. I won't accept anything less.
Now, you had two fighters back-to-back put on beautiful performances. Sean Porter with Errol Smith. Nobody expected that. And this performance tonight, you know, have you, being a student of the sport of boxing, I ask everybody this, have you seen anything like the power Deontay Wilder possesses?
I have never seen anything like it. Never. And so, in taking that loss tonight, am I happy about it? Absolutely not. Who's going to like losing? Not me. But I have to give him props in the things that he's did. I can't discredit him. Right. He's 40-0. I think he's 40-0 or 41-0. What is it?
41-0.
41-0. I mean, you don't get to 41-0 with 40 knockouts without having, you know, some type of extreme talent. Right. You know, so I'm sad that we lost, but at the same time, I don't want to take anything away from his performance.
Right. Now, Ortiz, he was doing beautiful in this fight. He was in the best shape of his life. Do you think every heavyweight don't have that power? Do you think that this made even the other heavyweights even more scared to get in the ring? Because we always hear about his age and all that. But
listen, the answer is who is going to want to take a chance on that? Right. That man is clearly one of the best heavyweights in the sport, if not just now, ever. A lot of guys aren't going to want to see that. Right. They're not. And I hope one of those guys pick him, and I hope Ortiz bring me back. You know, because I want to be able to help show the world how extremely talented he is.
Right, right. I mean, you showed it. You showed it. So, I mean,
I want to win with it, though, this time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Wilder will be back here February 22nd to face Fury. How do you see that fight playing out?
I don't know. I mean, I think that, you know, you can't take anything away from Tyson Fury either. He is a man possessed sometimes, you know. And then Deontay is amazing. So I think that when you're dealing with two guys in that caliber, you don't want to discredit either one of them. I think they're going to give a wonderful show like they did the first time. I'm just worried about my guy getting an opportunity to prove his talent again. You know, Ortiz needs another chance, so it's someone, and that's what I'm looking for.
Now, let me ask you one more. We saw Anthony Joshua lose to Andy Ruiz, and a lot of it, people point to his stamina. He ran out of energy. You being strength and conditioning coach, you know, putting you on the spot. You know.
Oh no, I love it.
What do you think? Is it the muscle mass that's hindering him as far as his conditioning going, or?
Well, I've been releasing more information, you know, through Title Boxing about, you know, that very topic. And here's the reality: the more muscle you have, the more oxygen you need in order to run it. You know, it's really simple. And the reality of it is, if he has more muscle, he has to give himself more time to adapt to having that mass and actually condition it so that he can use it. A lot of times, just because you have size doesn't mean you're in shape, right? It just means that you're big. I know a lot of guys who have a lot of muscle and are not in shape, can't even run half a mile. You know, so at the end of the day, he just needs to take a little bit more time, condition himself properly, allow his body to adapt, and he can use it. But I think at this point, he'll probably come into the next fight a little lighter.
Right. Now, we saw you obviously make adjustments for Ortiz.
Yeah.
Is that something that Joshua could do in one training camp?
Sure. Totally. He could definitely make those adjustments. The same way he took time to put the muscle on, same time he can take it off. It's not that hard. You know, all he has to do is stay away from certain movements and certain lifts and really focus on having his cardio in line, not just from a aerobic standpoint, but also from an anaerobic standpoint. So if he does that, he can definitely be in shape.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bro.
too.
I really do.
Let's see if we can get Tyson Fury training. Yeah, I want to get Tyson Fury training. We go get him there. If y'all want Tyson Fury training, let me know. Hold on one second, y'all.
Championship of the world 10 straight times. He is the baddest man on the planet. Again, he entertained around the world with a one-punch knockout of Luis Ortiz, always adorned in style. Please welcome the Bronze Bomber and still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder.
Let's go, champ! Smash the like button, man. Get them likes up to 300, man.
Oh man, what an amazing night tonight. Thank you guys for patiently waiting. I mean, what can I say? I mean, everything we've been talking about for this promotion, I mean, the fight lived up to the hype. Ortiz, you know, you got to take your hats off to him. He's definitely one of the most dangerous men in the heavyweight division. As I always say, that's why none of these other heavyweights do not want to fight him. And he proved that tonight. You know, hopefully, you know, they'll give him an opportunity now. Maybe they see a little kinks in his game and give him the opportunity and that he truly deserved. But I really had to be smart with him. We knew that coming in. We knew that in training camp. I went back and looked at videos and see what I was doing right and what I did wrong. I looked at video and I looked and saw what he did right and what he did wrong. And, you know, we put a game plan together. And it was an amazing fight. I saw the opportunity, I took it. And my statement that I said, these guys have to be perfect for me for 12 rounds. I had to only be perfect for 2 seconds. It's legit. I proved that tonight as well. What else can I say? We're still undefeated. We still have our belt. And now we move on to the next phase and chapter in my life. I'm looking to be undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. One champion, one face, one name. I'm on the pursuit of that, and I'm getting closer and closer each and every time.
Hello, Deontay. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
2 questions for you. You were trailing on all 3 scorecards at the time that you scored the knockout. And I wonder, as the fight is progressing, are you thinking to yourself, you know, I'm probably losing this fight at the moment, but I have that great equalizer, I can get it out with 1 shot? Or were you losing the fight and kind of upset the fact that you're losing the fight?
I mean, to be honest, I never worry about if I'm losing the fight or not. You know, I'm blessed with something that these other guys is not blessed with. And that's tremendous power. And I know that when I hit guys, you know, it hurts them. So when you have power like I have, you know, you're not worrying about if you're winning rounds or not. I don't want that to be in my mind whether I'm winning a round or not, you know, and because I don't want my mind to be clouded, you know, thinking about the rounds and the rounds, you know. Most of the time these guys win rounds on me anyway, you know, but I know that sooner or later, you know, it's gonna come, and when it comes, bam, baby, good night, like I always say.
The other question, Deontay, is this. There's been some chatter in the press center while we were waiting for you guys for your team and you to come out here, and people on social media, et cetera, saying, you know, after seeing a knockout like that and all the knockouts that you've had, that maybe Deontay Wilder is the greatest knockout puncher in the history of boxing. What is your thought when you hear people even broach the topic? What do you think?
You know, I mean, at this point in time, you know, you got to give me my credit at this point in time. I mean, it's sad that it took me over 40 fights to get the recognition that I truly deserve. Because when people see me, they never seen my style, and I know it took a while for them to get used to what I display, my talent that I present to boxing. But it's different than any other fighter. What I do is not textbook. You know, you can't really teach it, and I think that what makes me unique. That what differentiates me from the rest of these fighters. Like I said, you know, none of these guys not willing to fight guys 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds and still knock guys out like that. And at this point in time, I think I earned my due respect and my credit, you know, to say that I am the hardest hitting puncher in boxing history, period. And I earned that. And over and over again, continuously, consistently, I do what I do, time and time again. Give people great fights and great knockouts and try to fight the best. And still, when I fight the best, do it. This always remind me back with Emmanuel Stewart, you know, once said that, you know, he told me personally that, you know, he said, you're fighting low oppositions right now, but even when you move up into the, you know, so-called top, what people say the top, you're still gonna knock them out. He told me that personally, and I'm fulfilling that, what he told me. So, may he rest in peace.
Deontay over here. The person who actually was crediting your power was Tyson Fury's trainer, Ben Davison. But he also said that he saw a couple of holes in your game that they plan on exposing in the next fight. Considering that Fury was outboxing in the first match, How do you go with a different game plan in the second fight, considering the circumstances?
Well, you know, each and every fight, every fighter, you know, every time a person fight, they, you know, that's the saying. We see different holes, we see different things. You're not going to be perfect in a fight. No one is. So, you know, I hope he took notes and carried it back, you know, to this camp, because I'm gonna knock Fury out like I did the first time, point blank period. And you know, so I'm not worried about anything what anyone says. You know, I'm proving. You know, these guys, if they were so sure about certain things, and if they seen so much, he would have took the rematch immediately. I'm not around here running around doing 100,000 things. I was the one that demanded the rematch as soon as possible, especially when it was a controversial decision. I'm the one fighting the best of the best in the division. I don't see no other fighters risking any fights. Last time I checked, Fury only had two big fights on his resume. That's a win against Klitschko and a knockout against me. And the last two was against, you know, up-and-coming fighters. Look at me. I'm putting my title on the line each and every time. And I'm only getting better and better and better with the timing and the setting up these fighters. So come February, I hope they're ready, because I'm ready. You know, I'm in great shape. This is going to be a quick turnaround for me. I haven't done this since the beginning of my career, and it's just going to only make me better. You know, fighting the oppositions that I'm fighting, you know, doing it often and getting ready to go back in there February again. So I wish those guys good luck. I hope Ben took a lot of notes, and because I'm ready.
Deontay, right in front, congratulations on the win. First question, have you ever hit any one person harder with one punch than you hit Ortiz tonight? And if you have, who was it?
When people ask me which one is my favorite knockout, I always go back to the Spuka knockout. I think that was the most devastating knockout that I've ever hit a fighter with, or hit you know what I'm trying to say. I never seen nothing like that. I really thought I killed Spuka in that point of time. And when you hit a guy like that and he come out of the hospital, still have the hospital gown on, you know something. You know that was a good night for me and a bad night for him. But I mean, I'm always amazed at myself when I knock guys out. You know, when I go back and see it, I'm always amazed at what I've done. You know, although I am the one that's doing it, but it don't register in my head at that moment in time until I go back and actually really sees it. I mean, no one is doing what I'm doing, you know, with devastating knockouts like that. That's what I give to people, devastating knockouts. And to see the reaction of that body when they hit the canvas is just unbelievable, you know. So I'm just happy to be in this division, the heavyweight division, where it once was in a dark place and now it's just on fire, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
The other question, you said you didn't care about the scorecards, but I was just puzzled. You weren't throwing a lot of punches at all. You were sitting there. I thought maybe you'd start throwing the right hand to try to break something open, but you didn't do it. Why were you being so economical with the punches and waiting and so patient?
I had to be with a fighter like Ortiz that had 500 fights. You got to be smart with a fighter like that. You just can't go in and do anything with him. And I knew that coming in from the first time I fought him. I knew that coming in, I knew that I couldn't rush it. I wanted to wait. I wanted to wear him down a little bit. I wanted to measure him. I wanted to go different angles at him. I wanted to see how he react when I do this, how he react when I do that, you know. And most of all, I just wanted to have fun in there. And I think I accomplished, you know, everything tonight. And when I actually found the shot that I was looking for, bam, baby, good night.
Deontay, congratulations on the victory. You know, the last time we had a truly big heavyweight title fight in the U.S. was Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. Your fight with Fury the last time was big, but not quite to that level, of course. How big can this rematch be, especially after this highlight reel knockout, another one for you?
I think due to the controversial decision that was, you know, that was made and people going back and forth, I think it's going to be even bigger this time around. You know, both of us, you know, promote fights well. You know, we both can talk, and I think that's what people want to see. you know, and so I'm looking forward to it. You don't. That's one of the things you just don't know until it happens. And I'm looking forward to great numbers and even bigger the second time than the first time.
You've now had 2 rematches. The Vern in the first fight goes the distance, you knock him out in the first round. Ortiz you knock out a couple of rounds sooner. Is there any way Fury, in your mind, lasts the distance again?
You know, I've never been good with predictions. You know, that's one thing about me. But like I said before, don't blink. You just never know what's gonna happen until it happens. And that's the amazing thing about me, you know. Every fighter that fights me, they put up an amazing fight because they know what they're in for. You know, their life is really on the line, you know, and you must say it because I am the most devastating knockout artist in the heavyweight division by far. And when you fight me, you got to be careful, you know, and so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to, you know, fighting a lot of the top guys in the division. I said I only have 6 years in this sport that I want to dedicate my love, my energy, and passion to, and I mean that. So, you know, I ask everyone, give me my roses right now. You know, give me my due respect and my credit right now. You know, I am here, and I ain't going nowhere. My style is here. What I bring to boxing is here, and I ain't going nowhere. You know, people always talk about skills and skills and skills, but as I can see it, I'm still undefeated. I'm knocking out everyone in our face, and these guys that have skills, they can't beat. So, I mean, something got, you know, I mean, it speaks for itself. So, at this point in time, I need my due respect, please.
Deontay, congratulations. You talk about the due respect, but a lot of people don't have you ranked in the top 10 pound for pound. Is there a message that you have for those people? Do you think you belong in that pound for pound list?
You know, when they're dealing with pound for pound, I really don't. I don't think it belongs in the heavyweight division. We stay at one division. You know, we can't go up and down like all these small guys. So, you know, I don't really consider us really having a pound for pound. And you know, you always want to have people say this and say that. You're gonna have people that like you. You're gonna have people that don't like you, and that's just part of life in general. You know, and you know, I never worry about the things that I can't control. Or what people see and what they don't see. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna pay to see me win, you're gonna pay to see me lose, but at the end of the night, you're gonna get a great fight.
My other question for you is, at the Tyson Fury fight, you said the mistake that you made was celebrating too early when you had dropped him. When you knocked down Ortiz, you kind of celebrated again. Was there any concern that he might get up after you dropped him?
With the Tyson Fury thing, my only mistake that I made in that fight was not being patient. You know, I felt at that moment in time I had the world in my hands. There was light shine on the heavyweight division, and we brought a lot of people out. So I wanted to do something that I know that I always do, you know, and that's knock him out in a devastating fashion. And I also learned, you know, early in my career that when I rush it, it never comes like I want to. And I rushed it. I kept rushing it, kept rushing it, kept rushing it. And it wasn't coming when I wanted to until the last ending. You know, so that was the only mistake that I made in that fight. And what was the?
Did you think that Ortiz had any chance of getting up when you?
The way that he fell, you know, and the way that he fell, and the way his body language was looking, you know, it was one side of me like, man, he can't get up. And then, you know, I looked back again to make sure that he wasn't getting up. And I think the referee did a great job of stopping that fight. We would have had him in the Fury fight, we wouldn't be talking about the Fury right now.
Hey, Deontay right here. Congratulations on a big win, a big knockout. My question for you is, as you kind of touched on, a lot of people talk about these fighters with these different set of skill sets that they have. Tonight, you displayed your patience. You kind of just touched on that moment, and that was impressive. Can you elaborate on that patience you showed tonight? And is that something you had to develop, or you kind of been working on that over time?
I mean, as a true champion right now, I'm still learning. You know, I started boxing late, so you know, I'm still learning, and I love to learn. I love to continue to learn, because if I wasn't still learning, then this would be boring to me already. You know, the knockouts that I have, this is like, it's boring now, you know. So I love to continue to learn. And With Ortiz again, I had to be smart. It was. I had to be smart. Period. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's the most dangerous heavyweight in the division now. That's why you only see me giving him the opportunity. All these other guys, oh, he's old, but he proved that age ain't nothing but a number at the end of the night. You know what I mean? And so a lot of these guys, they worrying about losing their O's or records and different things like that. You know, and you know, I just don't worry. I like to put myself in fights that's meaningful to me. You know, I'm looking for legacy. You know, when I end my career, and when people think about boxing, the first name I want people to come to mind is Deontay Wilder. He did better than anyone has ever done it. Even when the entrance, when I come in with my uniforms, no one's doing it. You know, like I'm doing it, and you know, it ain't to boast or brag. It's just when I look at the landscape of things and when I see what people want and stuff, that's what I want to give. I want to give people what they want to see. That's dramatic knockout and nice fashion, and that's what I bring all the time. I'm a true champion.
Who inspires your outfit?
Myself, you know, and I got a great team as well. I got a great team that makes things for me, and we collaborate. Most of the time, they have things planned already in their head, and we're working on the next outfit right now.
Deontay, on your last fight with Ortiz, you were buzzed in the 7th round, and then you knocked him out in the 10th round. This time, in the 7th round, you knocked him out. What were you thinking before that knockout, and what did you see?
Before the knockout, I was just thinking that I wanted to calculate his movement. It was one point in time where I think throughout the whole fight, we was both calculating each other. I would see that he was looked down at my feet, and I would see that. See, I don't have to look down because my peripheral is amazing, so I can look in the eyes and still see his whole body. We was definitely, you know, like a tug of war, battling between the feet positionings. I wanted to get him at a certain angle before I really just threw the right hand. You know, I didn't really commit too much to the punches because it was just calculation. You know, and I had to do that with a fighter like Ortiz. You gotta do that. You know, you just can't go in there and do anything with him. He's too experienced to go in there. It'll be foolish of me, you know, and I'm not too naive to think that, oh, I'm the baddest man on the planet, I'm the champion, and I have power just to go in there and do anything. That's not me, you know. I give him all the respect. I respect him right now, and I respect him forever, you know, for the fighter that he is. He's a tremendous fighter. He has a tremendous skill, you know. I wish I had some of those skills. So if he retires, I hope that just come and wash out on me while I'm still here. But it was an amazing fight at the end of the night, and you can't ask more from two fighters in the ring.
All right, champ, right over here. You're always, your battle cry is the bomb squad always. But watching you tonight, I had you behind in this fight. But all during the fight, you know, you resembled more of a sniper to me tonight than anything else, because you had that red laser and it was on his head, following him for 6 rounds, and I knew eventually you were gonna get him in the scope and pull the trigger. I mean, so I don't look at you, I look at you as more of a sniper than the leader of the bomb squad, at least in this fight.
You know, when I made Bomb Squad and the war cry that I said, Bomb Squad, I wish I never created it because, you know, at this point in time, it takes too much of my energy. It takes way too much.
One more.
At this point in time, you know, we count down how many times we allow to say it. Yeah, I wanted to pick. I'm a type of person, I pick my shots. You know, I don't waste energy with just throwing anything. That's why you see me just patient. You know, patient was essential for this fight. I knew I had to be smart, and I wanted to be patient. I knew I was going to wear him down at some point in time in the fight. It was a lot of times where he was showing me where, like, I would hit him on the shoulders and the arms and stuff, and and just smart things like that, hit him on the shoulders and the arms, and he would indicate to me, I would see his emotion on his face that it was hurting him and bothering him in different times. But I'm definitely a sniper rifle for sure, you know, especially with an opponent like I had. That's why they say boxing styles make fights. And you got to have different weapons in your bag. And I definitely have different weapons. You know, although people only see the rocket launcher that come out at the end of the night, you know, but at the end of the day, that's what makes great fights, and that's going to put me at the top of all these guys, you know. And just amazing. When you go back and look at the highlight reel, you know, my highlight reel is stacking up. It's pretty nice. You know, I go back and look at the highlight reel before the end of the night, and I'm like, who is this guy? You know, but I'm just blessed to be able to do what I do day in and day out, and just to share my energy amongst the world and display my talent. So I appreciate all the fans. I appreciate all the love and support that I've been receiving over the years, and you guys can only expect nothing but greatness from me from this point on, and great fights that I'm trying to give to the world and to the enemy. Like I said, I only have 6 years that I want to be in this sport. You know, this is a brutal sport. This is a sport where you know, it's a young man's sport. It's a sport you can't stay in too long, and we've seen, what can happen if you take too many blows to the head. And I don't want to be a victim of that. So I'm playing this smart. Like I said, I'm gonna give my energy 6 more years, and I'm out of here. So, like I said, give me my flowers now. You ain't gonna regret it. Trust me. Thank you guys so much, and have a safe night. You gotta do it with me though. 1, 2, 3, 4!
Thank you very much to the champion, Deontay Wilder. Happy holidays to you and your family, champ. What a performance tonight.
I told you 7th round, right?
Shelly Finkel, JD, Mark Breland, Al Heyman as well. Thank you very much to the champion, Deontay Wilder. Thank you all of you for coming out. Happy holidays and happy Thanksgiving to all those in the United States. Congratulations to the champ on an impressive 7th round knockout over Luis Ortiz. Good night, everybody.
Huh? Yes. It's completely up to him. You can't get
Smash the like button, man. Get them likes up to 600, man. We got 650 people watching. Get the likes up.
What's up, baby? No problem.
Man, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up.
Just gonna let him pop through like that behind me.
So we might as well go over there.
That's what I'm saying, like. He was totally
Shake it, bro.
Well, help you let him move it. I gotta go.
I told you 7th round, bro.
There's media right there. Like, I gotta get my shot, man. Like, I'm just trying to do my right job. There's people right there. Come on, man. I don't know why you're only going after me.
I try to, what I know, I try to just put it in the world so they would know. If I have something I feel would be beneficial to someone else's life, a lot of people know things don't want to get
Everybody's moving in already. Everybody's already moved in.
It's very, that's life. So, I'm just thinking. Even people tripped out the fact that you were so confident in the game, you didn't give a damn about the cards. You didn't even type them out. I never care about the cards and who up. I don't care about that. When you're blessed with the power that I'm blessed with, you wouldn't care either. So I'm just happy to be who I am, and I'm happy to be able to share my energy in the ring, allow my opponent to share their energy with me. And like I said, we put on a great fight for the thousands that's in the audience and the millions that watch. So it's very they've been on notice here, from the time I became at this point in time, they know who this man is, and I can't wait to fight all over. I'm gonna be around, like I said, since Brazil, and I'm looking to fight nothing but the best of the best, and I consider those guys the best, so I'm gonna still be around. They know my number.
The moment you brought up the knockout of Texas back in Sunday, you stepped out of the room. Obviously, you felt the message, but you should watch it. When you say you didn't say take notes. Any last words from you before the rematch?
That's the reason you know. I want them to take it back. They know what happened in that fight. I didn't feel that if I had the referee that I had tonight in that fight, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. That's what happens in fighting. That's why we pass away. Bad things happen. In situations like that, where a referee wants to go off with a series and not to lose. Because as a fighter, we're going to be brave, guard, because it's just we got a warrior mentality to be brave. But I'm glad being here to go back and tell this whole team what had happened. I'm sure they watching this well too. And come February, I gave him a concussion. I'm planning on doing even more damage. They don't want this fight. They would have really took me. He felt like he beat me like he playing. That's a easy. But he don't feel that way. They know I'm very dangerous with fighting. He said it many times. He's gonna feel it again, but in the worst way come February.
I spoke to Deontay.
They're waiting for us. You want to do it?
Would dominate Brazil. Like, do you really think that they believe that?
Thank you so much.
Hey, we all have crazy people in the body. So, if they feel that way, they feel like the route they've been taking is so, such a great and beautiful thing that, who am I to say different? I let them run their team like they run it, and we run out like we run it. Maybe we both lead in the ring and make the best man win.
I was supposed to do something that not Mike Tyson did do, Lenny Lewis did do.
You gotta be careful now. They're gonna get jealous. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. And that's one of the things about it. I tell all the greats that came before. One thing about it, we got to stop talking about the past fighters and the past era. You gotta celebrate and respect and be glad for the era right now. And a lot of these guys, and it's sad to see that, that they don't want to give up. They don't want to give it up. You know what I mean? Be happy. I can't wait till I retire so I can be able to pray. I praise a lot of fighters now, and it's just the same at this point in time. They say history repeats itself.
Shout out to New York.
Shout out to New York, baby.
Hey, champ.
And history always repeats itself, but God just made a monster in me. So may God bless them all, though. Because not only I'm breaking records, but I'm continuing to do it. It's in, my grandma said I was anointed by God years ago, and there's only manifestation. I'm still walking in my manifestation. And those that doubt me and that are against me and try to drag my name through the dirt, they will be the ones that still look like fools at the end of the night.
Deontay, do you think you can officially punch your ticket to the Hall of Fame? I think you're a historian, and you know the sport, but you think that right hand basically is
Oh, most definitely. I'm going straight to the Hall of Fame. You know, I just dedicated my hand wrap to the Hall of Fame, along with, I'll probably get a hand mold. So, at the end of my career, especially when I go undefeated with all knockouts like that, it's gonna be amazing to see that. But at this point in time, I just want to lead by example to everyone that if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. I always say my favorite saying, everyone has greatness in them, but greatness is only determined by service. I'm just one of those that were willing to apply my 100% service and allow y'all to see the greatness that's inside of me.
Deontay, we got a big fight happening in 2 weeks. Which one of those guys would you prefer to see in the ring?
I prefer personally to see Luis win because Luis understands and he wants to unify the division. The other side, they don't want to do it. We've seen that. We've seen that for many times we tried to make it happen, and we know the reason why they didn't want that to happen.
You fighting fair?
So I'm looking forward to him. We finally have a one-time
Deontay.
We're in the same stable. We were friends, and it's going to be an amazing fight at the end of the night. So I'm looking forward to that. And when that happens, it'll be something that should have been happening a long time ago in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division is too small to have a champion. I don't believe in the heavyweight division, and especially the division. This is the big boy. This is the power unit right here. And with that being said, we need one champion. My favorite way to go over the next one. Thank you.
I am the greatest.
How you doing? You doing okay? Good to see you.
No, man, I have to say something to you.
Yes, ma'am.
The first time I saw you, I chose you to be the winner tonight. That's why I saw you was in fit. But most importantly, I find you a very humble person. As you said, you're still here learning. You have been anointed, my brother. And I'm here for you. And I'll just get up right here. I love this. Muhammad Ali would have loved this too.
Oh,
Yeah, you are definitely the king of the ring. And you don't have to prove anything. Just do your thing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
This is my manager right here.
Hey, how you doing?
Blessings. First of all, congratulations. You did a fantastic
Beautiful job.
Really,
I told him, I said, look at that brother. You're in trouble.
Really. She knew it.
I knew it. I told him.
From the
I
beginning.
told him. I know the greatest when I see it.
It's going to be Deontay. It's going to be Deontay.
You are the GOAT, brother.
Thank you so much.
You are the GOAT.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We are producing a film.
Who's next? That's what we want to know.
Inspirational story of a boxer who gets really done and becomes a new type of warrior. And be followed by a reality TV show. Okay, now
I gotta get your number.
also for the movie, I want you to talk to you about that. But I want you to say a few words to young boxers who are really trying to show themselves and to really become that champion that we want.
Yeah, just say that.
Yes. Say a few words to our fans of the Crossroads to Shaolin.
To all the fans, this is Deontay the Bronco White, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And my message is just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you don't have to worry about what other people say or what they may do. If you believe in yourself, it'll carry you a long way. Many people will doubt you. Many people will not want to see your greatness. But let that star shine bright. Don't let nobody dull your light. Keep it bright. Because this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Yes,
sir! The champ is here. Hey, Deontay. Yes, ma'am.
You are pretty and fine.
Come on now.
Your daughter is gorgeous. You are a proud father. I'm so proud of you. I love the humbleness in you, man. This is so awesome. Yeah, and people like you will always be the one. Always. You ain't got to prove nothing. Just do your thing. They'll get the message.
All right.
I wouldn't get in the ring with you.
Blessings. Nice to meet you guys. You have an amazing night. Make room.
Mama, I'm with my camera.
Okay, ready? No, I got it. One more. Oh, okay. Would tonight have been enough to knock out Fury? You feel like you gotta get get to the next
Tonight, I mean, tonight would definitely be enough. Just look at what he's done and look at what I'm doing. As far as the opponents that he's choosing, the opponents I'm choosing. I'm a champion that put my title on the line all the time. I'm a risk taker, and I'm risking it every time. With him, I don't want to be disrespectful to the opponents, because every fighter that steps in the ring deserves their due respect. But it's day and night between what I'm doing and what he's doing. So,
You got another gear in you though, you feel like, for that big fight?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I got a lot of things. Baby. Amen. Come on with it. Like I said, I got 6 years left. Yeah, come on with it. So I got 6 more years. So, you can only see nothing but greatness. So.
Thank you.
What I told you, 7 times.
I mean, Ortiz has the right strategy for any fight. That's why they're not fighting him. I mean, the man has 500 fights under his belt. That's with amateur and professional. So he's probably, with 500 bouts, I can only imagine having even 100. And to see so many styles like that, he got the answer for anyone. With him, I just outsmarted him, and I had to move a little bit different with my long range and the power. Who knows what would have happened if I didn't have power? So all due respect to Ortiz, I love him as a person, I love him as a fighter, and hopefully, we're giving him the opportunity the second time, he'll be able to support his family and support his daughter beyond all their beliefs.
Champ.
How do you rate your performance less than an A? Do you grade your performances?
I never grade my performance. I just go back. I look at things, highlight reels and stuff, and like I said, I'm still amazed when I do things. So I'm a humble person. I'm more than what people really think that I am, because they see me in the atmosphere of boxing. They see me and they see me when I'm in the state of being in boxing or whatever. But on the outside, I'm a humble person. I just like to be amongst all my family. We show positive energy, and we think positive. We do positive things, and with that being said, we have positive results. That's all I have.
Hey, Champ.
Other than that, what I do in my career is, it speaks for itself.
Hey, Champ.
Who knows? I got a lot of things going on. So.
Champ, you said that. Champ, you said that. Andy Ruiz was. You enjoyed when he thanked his mother and said that she would never have to work again.
Correct.
Tonight, I was with your mom in the stands, and when you knocked him out, she said this is that. She was ecstatic. She almost fell on the stairs.
Yeah.
She said this is exactly what he said he was going to do. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's always a overwhelming feeling. It's always a great feeling to go each and every night that I step in the ring and knock guys out. I mean, as a heavyweight, that's what we want to do. That is our main mission at the end of the night, is to knock our opponents out, and I do it well. So I'm very grateful to have the ability and the talent and the power to do it and give the fans what they want to see. When they come and see heavyweights, they want to see knockout, and I do it the best. Thank you guys so much.
2 questions. Deontay, you tied Muhammad Ali's record for 10 title defenses. Mike Tyson was ringside for you tonight. Muhammad Ali is the most loved fighter. Tyson's the most feared. Would you rather be loved or feared?
I'd rather be loved. You know, love is the root. Love is the cure to evil. You know what I mean? So I'd rather be loved than feared. You know, being feared. You know, people don't want to be around someone they fear. You know, and then you could be a great person if you fears me and I'm a great person, you'll never understand me. And that's the thing. That's the problem between the world, misunderstanding. You know, it's just even with me now. You know, people always play me as the villain, but that wasn't of me. You know, I spread my love every day outside of the ring, and, you know, to receive love. So I'd rather be loved than feared.
So you get a lot of stick, if you will, for not being a technical fighter. But tonight you say you've got a style. We have to accept this as a style now. What do we call this style?
The wilder way of life. Thank you guys so much.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, baby. Let's go, Deontay Wilder, the wilder way of
Nice. I didn't get to hear what you said, but
he ain't gonna leave. He loves to talk. That's what they don't understand. Let him talk. You couldn't drag Ali away from
I know that right. Eat up well.
He wouldn't leave.
What's different in the rematch with Fury? Everything. What's up, boy? What's going on, man? What's different in the rematch with Fury? Thank you.
Hey, man. Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, we got 700 people, man, and we don't even have 400 likes, man. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up, man. Come on. Bring your behind the scenes footage, man. 700 people watching, man. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up.
Yeah.
Get the likes up to 700, man. Come on, man. 700 people, man. Come on, smash the like button.
Do you know where the party at?
Hmm?
You know where they having the party at? Oh, you still alive.
So, man, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up, man. Smash it. We don't even have 400 likes and we got 700 people watching. Behind the scenes footage. Smash it, man. Get it up.
Ari has.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Can you take it easy?
I was gonna see you later, man. Yeah. Go upload, man. Smash the like button, man. Get the like button.
We hope the same outcome. Thank you so much.
Smash the like button, man. So y'all seen it, man, behind the scenes.
Still on?
Yeah, I'm still live. Oh yeah. They try to blur me out.
I'm gonna be down in the woods.
How you feeling?
In a few days, and I'm gonna be so happy because I'll just be like, the phone won't work. It'll be ideal.
That's quick.
All the best.
I thought I was perfectly executed today.
Tough fight.
Tough fight, but he kind of still seems to deserve it.
He was on the right spot.
But the fact that he was straight down the side as well, you probably expected it from the right. It's perfectly. Congratulations, that's the game we had to wait for.
Well, it was just a thing where Ortiz is so strong early, and he weakens as the fight goes on. And Deontay's stronger. So if you look at it, like this is Deontay's trajectory, and Ortiz starts up here, and this is his trajectory. So early on, why would you got me when he got against his Argentine? Better to take the steam off his shots, and then when you trade in 4, 5, 6, 7, you're in a better position. Hey guys.
I'm the champ. What are you doing?
I'm nothing.
How you doing? Good. Take it easy. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Hey Jay.
I'm Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, Khalil Ali.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
You got stories to tell.
Yeah, you got
stories to
you
tell.
got the right complexion and the right connection. I got
Hey Jay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you tonight with?
I mean, I'm always thrilled with with a victory. I'm always there's always things you want to work on. There's always things to learn. But the main thing is that Ortiz is just he's so good. I think there's an argument to be made that best two heavyweights in the world were in there tonight against each other. Ortiz was fantastic, and it took Deontay doing a lot of things really well, which I thought he did, to get in a position to land that shot, and then to land that shot, because it's not like Ortiz, he's not going to give it to you. He's just not going to give it to you. It's almost like wanting to run the ball in football, and they put 11 guys on the line of scrimmage, and you're still trying to. He's not going to give you anything. So you got to do. Do your thing.
I was with you guys for weekend camp.
Yeah.
And I saw you guys working on that hook.
Yeah.
And you stressed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird because Ortiz is straight left.
Yeah.
But the hook came into play.
Well, the idea behind the hook is Ortiz being a southpaw, he's going to want to move to his right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Ortiz is here, and he's wanting to go this way. So by throwing the hook, even if you're not landing it all the time or landing it here, by throwing the hook, you're keeping him back where you want him instead of letting him go the way he wants to go. So it's a positioning move. You hope you land it and knock him out, but it's as much a positioning move as anything to keep him where you want him.
Based on Wilder's knockout, he doesn't really need many rematches, but he had one with Stavern, and then now tonight with Ortiz. Did you view this fight with Ortiz or the Tyson Fury as a more dangerous rematch?
That's a good question. I think Ortiz is dangerous for anybody and everybody, and that's he's such a good boxer and he hits hard. That's the thing. The Fury rematch is going to be problematic from the standpoint that he's just so difficult to scout. He's very good at what he does. He's going to be super motivated, and it's going to be the super fight. I mean, it's going to be the fight, and so that's a dangerous one as well. So that's just a tough question to answer. They're all dangerous, but Deontay does really well in rematches.
What were your takeaways from Fury versus Otto Violin?
Well, we knew Otto was a good fighter, so all the people acting like that he was going to go in and get hit by one jab and take a knee. We knew that wasn't the case. Otto's a solid guy, and no, but I tried to get him in camp twice, but I was unable to do so. But in doing so, I watched a lot of film of it. I'm like, if I think you can help in camp, you got to be pretty good, right?
Is the Fury fight a legacy fight for Deontay if he wins to show submitted?
I think so. I think it is a legacy fight. I think getting that win and getting a knockout against Fury would be something that, it would just be phenomenal for Deontay's legacy, and it would really, more than anything else, show that nobody's fighting the top fighters like Deontay. I mean, look at this. You're talking about going from Stavern, then to Ortiz, and then to Fury, and then to Brazil, and then back to Ortiz, then back to Fury. I mean, and we were the ones trying to make the Joshua fight the whole time. So Deontay has really been wanting to fight the best guys. Finally, it's really starting to happen, which is great. And all these fights are going to be very competitive because these guys are very good. It's not, there's no weaknesses in the top half of the heavyweight division. They're all good fighters.
December 7th, will you guys be, paying close attention to what the outcome is?
I'll probably be in the woods of Coffeyville, Alabama, with all 357 residents, and my cell phone won't work, and that'll be great for me. But yeah, definitely we'll be looking and wanting to see what happens, and keeping kind of a keen interest on that one, because in theory, Fury in February, winner of Joshua Ruiz after that for all the belt.
And that's a quick, turnaround.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround.
We're right here at the end of November, going into February.
Yeah.
When does camp start?
Well, if we get February 22nd, camp would start December 31st. So we've already got it charted.
What round do you...
With first sparring partners coming, we'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on week 1, all Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday have our first group of sparring partners coming in right first of the year.
Wilder is a knockout artist, so what round do you think he will knock out Fury?
I never.
You didn't told me a few days ago.
I never pick, because I think, and this is just me being respectful, the guys in the ring, they can do that because they're in the ring. But us guys that are training them or outside the ring, I just never get into the thing where trainers start talking about what round. I do think Deontay will score a spectacular victory against Fury, but as far as rounds and all that go, just let the fighters do all that.
How proud are you to be a coach of Wilder?
Oh, I'm thrilled. We started together on day one, so it's been like the joy of my life, you know. Shell. I'm me. Yes, you too. You too. When do you head out?
Crazy. Wilder with his sensational knockouts and highlight reel, he's a hard act to follow. This is the second time that he's fighting a couple weeks before Anthony Joshua's fighting. Right. Do you think that adds more pressure, just like the Brazil knockout?
I don't think so. I think it's like I haven't thought about it at all, and I don't think probably Deontay maybe thinks about it at all. It's just one of those things that happens. I'm glad the heavyweights are active because if you remember, there was a time when you had the Klitschko's and you had Stavern and all that, and these guys would fight, twice in 3 years kind of thing, and that's not good enough. I think the public demands and should demand that these guys fight often. Let's why shouldn't a guy fight 2-3 times at least in a year? I know it takes a while to build up the fights and the money to be put together and all that stuff, but Deontay's ready to turn around and be back in camp in just short of 5 weeks.
And how does it feel being back in Vegas? The first one with Stavern was a decision, and then now you got an emphatic knockout.
Yeah. I think we're getting better. No, this has been great. I really love the on-site thing, but your hotel room is right down the hall from where you fight, and it's all kind of that's been kind of neat. And Vegas is Vegas, so it's so many historic fights have been here that we're thrilled to be part of that legacy. Jay, can I quickly grab you for a few minutes?
Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, guys.
I
won't keep you for too long.
Thank you, Jay. I'm gonna come down.
Yeah, I'm about to go to bed.
I'm gonna come
at least
down.
an hour before I gotta go be at the airport.
I'm gonna come down for Tampa Fury.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you there. Okay. I'm gonna bring y'all some footage later, brother. I'm gonna bring y'all some footage for the Fury camp. But smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 500, man. That's unbelievable, man. You guys are. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all. I told y'all that I was going to end in the 7th round. What did I tell y'all? 7th round knockout. Did I not tell y'all that? Did I not tell y'all that, man? 7th round knockout. What did I tell y'all, man? I told y'all I was going to end in the 7th round, right? I told you he was going to hide the right hand, land the right hand, and knock Ortiz out 1 punch, right? I told y'all that. 7th round, he was going to hide it. Hide the right hand and knock him out. Told y'all, man. Y'all gonna listen to Blue one day, man. Y'all gonna listen to Blue. You know what I mean? My brother Keith right here, man.
Hey, he told y'all it happened. I saw it. He told me it was gonna happen like that, and it happened. I believe him.
Yep.
Y'all need to believe him.
This is my brother. This is Boxing News Today, man. He with the LDBC. This is my brother Keith, man.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to Boxing News Today. We got 600 people here. Let's get 600 people. Go over and subscribe to Boxing News with the number 2 day.
Yes.
You understand? Not T-O, not T-O-O. The number 2. Boxing News Today. This is my brother Keith right here with the LDBC, man.
Thank you,
Go
LDBC.
subscribe to my brother, man.
Love y'all.
Nest didn't come. He at home. Salute to my peopleization, man.
And I'll be in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he gonna be in Saudi Arabia. That's another
Andy
thing.
Ruiz,
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua. I'll be there representing LDBC.
Yep, he gonna get all that footage for y'all in Saudi Arabia. So go subscribe. In order for y'all to get that footage, you're gonna have to go subscribe to Boxing News Today with the number 2. Go subscribe to Boxing News Today. He gonna have all that footage in Saudi Arabia, man. My brother, man. So
I'm gonna
go
go
subscribe.
live for y'all, LDBC.
Yeah, so
Saudi Arabia.
So go subscribe to his channel and click on the bell icon so that way y'all can get all the notification when he dropped that good old footage. They saying that subscribe, just subscribe.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you.
But listen, we getting up out of here, man. Listen, get them likes. So smash the like button, man. How we have 600-700 people and still don't have 500 likes? Come on, man. I got to think about that Wilder Fury, what round. I'll let y'all know, man. I'll let y'all know what round it is. Just I got to brainstorm. Let me see how he look in camp and things of that nature, and then I'll let y'all know. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, Salute to my peopleizations, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. It's all one word, no spaces. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to Blue Blood Sports TV, this channel right here, man. Support the channel. Peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all. I'm going to drop some new footage for y'all. Peace and blessings. Cynthia, you want to come give these people? Cynthia. You want to come give these people? I got 600 people watching. Just give them what you thought about the fight.
Oh, it was a great fight. I mean, he had to knock him out. I saw Ortiz winning all the rounds. Maybe I'll give one round at best, but man, that equalizer, it just exactly what Ortiz said. If he saw it, he would have told me to
Just explain to the people that wasn't there the atmosphere inside there.
Oh my God! I mean, because all of us were cringing because we knew Wilder wasn't throwing anything. Like something was wrong. That's what I thought he was. But the minute he landed and knocked out, the whole place erupted, and it was like that's what a heavyweight showdown is all about. Fury. Can't wait to see
Thanks, Cynthia. All right, my peopleizations, man. We out, man. Me and my brother Keith gonna go get some more footage for y'all.
Yes. Stay tuned.
Yep.
Blue Blood Sports TV.
Yep.
Stay on it.
Yep. And Boxing News Today. Go subscribe,
Boxing
man.
News 2 with a 2.
With the
day.
number 2.
The
It's
number
not
2.
T-O. It's not T-O-O. It's the number 2. All right? Look at them talking about movie ahead. They trying to see. Nah. Hey, listen, man. Salute to my peopleization, man. We going, man. Peace and blessings to y'all. Go subscribe, man. We out, man. Peace.